Hi friends, Laura here with Lelo Yoga and Wellness, and welcome to your yoga practice for today. Our main focus today is just going to be keeping it easy on the wrists. Sometimes we do a lot of those down dogs and other poses that keep us on our wrists, and it's nice to have an alternative. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Let's get started. We're going to start our practice today in a bound angle and just letting ourselves take a minute to get grounded in our space, drop into our bodies, into our breath, and start to calm the mind. So you can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels best for you, and just start to take a moment to really feel how your body's feeling today. You can even just start by noticing where your body's touching the ground. Noticing if you're a little warm or cool, just paying a little bit of attention to how the body's feeling right now. Then we start to move that attention to our thoughts. Again, just paying attention and noticing, observing if we're feeling a little scattered or maybe we're feeling really grounded. We might have a to-do list running through our heads. It's okay, whatever's going on. You don't need to change it. We just want to pay attention to it. Then we start to drop into our breath, feeling the ease that it comes and goes. We start to work with our breath, bringing along our body by sitting a little bit taller every time we breathe in, and trying to relax our body a little bit more every time we breathe out. And then we start to bring the thoughts in with it, keeping our mind as focused as possible on that breath, bringing a little energy to ourselves as we breathe in, and releasing any stress or anxiety that's brewing around in those thoughts as we breathe out. The next couple of breaths, and really focus our energy in our body and our minds on each breath. And on your next breath, as you exhale, sigh that breath away. Take one big breath together with our eyes open if they were closed, reaching out and up toward the sky. Exhale, let the hands drop, let the chin drop. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, reaching out and up. This time on the exhale, let your hands come down to your ankles and just hinge yourself forward from the hips. We want to maintain that length through the spine, and then that softness in the muscles without losing our long spine. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, let's bring the hands alongside the body. Let yourself lean back slightly into that position, still maintaining that nice tall body as we move into a boat pose. We might be here with our hands on top of the legs, or maybe we release the hands and look straight ahead. We might bring the feet up off the floor. We might even extend the arms and legs. The key here is that we really want to maintain that nice long spine all the way through. Let's take 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Start to lengthen out. Reach towards your toes. Keep a little bit of a bend here through the neck, looking at those toes, and then come right back up to boat. Let's try that one more time. Come back into your canoe pose and right back up into boat. Roll back, rock your way up. I'm going to use those wrists just for a moment to push off of the mat and come into a ball of yarn. Wrap your arms around the knees, balancing on the toes, lengthening out through the spine. Keeping our heels off the ground, let's begin to slowly rise up. Take a deep breath, reach out and up, lace your fingers at the top, press up toward the sky, coming into a nice tall palm tree. Exhale, let those heels come down, hinge from the hip and reach down toward those toes to come into a forward fold. Maybe you use the hands to draw your chest a little closer, or even take your two-piece fingers, wrap them around your toes, and pull against the big toes. We're looking straight at our knees right now. Inhale, start to release whatever you were holding on to with the hands. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Gentle squeeze through the glutes as we push the hips forward. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Take that deep breath, rise up on the toes. Find your palm tree. I had to do a little palm tree in front of my palm tree today. Exhale, lowering down, come into your forward fold. Let's roll it up one more time. Little squeeze. Come up on the toes. Find that palm tree. Let the heels come down. Arrow mudra, lacing those last three fingers. Bring the pointer and thumb together. Lean it out to your left. Come up to the center with a deep breath. Exhale, leaning it out to your right. Coming back to your center with a deep breath. Exhale and release those hands. Give yourself a little shake. Loosen it up slightly. And let's bring our feet to be right underneath the hips. So we've got a little bit of space here, maybe 10 to 12 inches at the most. Inhale, reach the hands high, coming into a chair pose. Take a quick look down, make sure you can still see your toes here in chair. We're reaching those hands high, finding a little defiance of spirit today. Gravity wants to pull us down. We're saying we're going to stand tall. Inhale, reach through those fingers. Exhale, sweep the arms down into airplane arms while lifting up on your toes. Heels come off the ground for balancing chair. Inhale, heels down, arms up, chair pose. Let's do that again. Balancing chair, heels up, arms down. Inhale, heels down, arms up. Let's go one more time. Sweep the arms down, heels come up. Inhale to chair. Exhale to your mountain pose, standing tall. Find that little bit of a squeeze through the glutes. Let's shift our weight into the right leg and pick up your left foot. Knees are side by side, hips stay nice and level. And you can stay right here and enjoy this quad stretch, or move your hand to the inside of your foot. Fingers are wrapping around the top of your foot, your thumb is on the arch. We're going to kick that foot into our hand and start to reach out through the forward hand. Let's see if we can reach out and up to find our king dancer. Take a full breath in and out. Now release that foot, keep control of the left leg, bringing your hands to heart center. Extend your leg back to come into warrior 3. Lifting the left leg as high as we can, keeping the neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale, set that foot down. Inhale, reaching hands high, pivot the back foot. So we come into a warrior one position. Back foot's at a 45. Maybe you find that arrow mudra. If that's not comfortable for your shoulders, you can always release the hands here, almost like you're holding a big beach ball up here in the air. Exhale, shift your weight back, lengthen out the front leg, bringing the upper body over that forward leg. Maybe you stop here halfway, or maybe you bring the chest and forehead a little closer to that leg. You decide what feels best for you. Keeping the shoulders square for one more breath. And taking your right hand and either resting it on your shin, a block, or the floor. Let's reach the left hand high, coming into a nice triangle pose. We're looking for a triangle here between the arm and the body, through the legs, and then opening that left shoulder to the sky today. Maybe your gaze is up, maybe it's straight ahead, or maybe it's even down toward that foot on the ground. Find a little brace here in the core. Reach the right hand high, the left hand high. Keep that long leg, and we come into reverse triangle. Right bicep coming close to the eye. Left hand sliding down the left leg. Opening up the rib cage. One more breath here. Bend your front knee. Let's sweep the left hand down and around. Pick up your left heel and face the top of the mat to come into a crescent lunge. You might need a little more stride here, so adjust your feet as you need to. A little bit of a scoop here through your left hip. Gaze straightening ahead. Take a breath. Bending both knees, push back into your chair, pose, and pause right here. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, really reach through those fingers. Exhale, balancing chair. Heels are up, arms are down. We're getting those arms higher than our back. Inhale, heels down, arms high, chair. Exhale, balancing chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, balancing chair. One more time, inhale to chair. Exhaling to our mountain pose. Find that little squeeze. Lift and open through the chest. Let's shift our weight now into the left leg, picking up the right foot. Again, you can stay right here and enjoy the quad stretch from here, or flip your hand to the inside of your foot, wrapping your fingers around the top of your foot. Your thumb is in the arch. We start to reach out through the left hand and kick the right foot back into the right hand to come into your king dancer. Find one spot to focus on to help with your balance. And then we release that foot, keep control of the right leg. Hands come to heart center as we extend through the right leg and start to hinge down. Coming into your warrior three, hands at heart center. Lift up through the right leg as much as you can. Oop. And if you fall out of it, reset. Set the back foot down, 45-degree angle, bending the front knee. Lift up into our warrior one. Lifting the rib cage up and away from the hips. One more deep breath in and exhale, straightening out the front leg, reaching the chest over that leg. Maybe we drop the forehead all the way down, or maybe we maintain a nice long spine. You see what feels best for you today. Length through the neck. And we let the left hand come to the left shin or maybe the floor, and we sweep the arm up and open to find our triangle pose. Let's pull the right shoulder open toward the sky. Left hand might be on a block or the floor inside the left leg. We maintain that front straight leg, brace the core, reverse triangle. This time bringing that left bicep close to the eye, sliding the right hand down the right leg. Let's sweep that right hand down into the front, pick up the back foot, all 10 toes facing the top of the mat. Left knee is bent, finding our crescent lunge. Taking a deep breath, let that go. Bending both knees. Come back to your chair pose. Let's bring the hands down to heart center this time. Take a breath. Pick up your left foot, shifting some of your weight to the right, and take about a 2/3 step back. Bend the back knee to come down onto the knees. Right knee comes under the hip. Let's take a deep breath right here. And exhale. Take your hands to the right, feet to the left. Coming back to either a seated position, or maybe you're lying all the way down to the floor as we start to move through a quick scan of the body to let it relax. Starting with the top of your head. Feel that relaxation come down to your forehead. And through the eyes, softening your face and relaxing your jaw. Come all the way down to your throat and your neck. Right down the shoulders. We soften through the elbows, your wrists, right to your fingertips. Keep that nice length in the spine as we slow down the breathing. Tuning into that rise and fall of the chest and the belly. We let the hips relax. Start to move that down the thighs, through your knees, your ankles, right down to your toes. encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you would like today. And then when you feel ready, start to wake up your hands and your feet. If you're lying down, start to make your way to a seated position. And just let our left ear drop to the left shoulder. Slide your chin to the chest. And we bring that right ear to the right shoulder. Our chin comes back to the chest. The eyes are closed. We start to open them slowly. Let's take a deep breath out and up together. Exhaling, hands to heart center. May you have peace in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and hope in your hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's wrist-free practice. If you did, please make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all the things, share it to your friends, and I will continue to meet you here for your daily practice.